Just start in Wu Chi, get a good posture, feel the hips sink, relax and sink the shoulders and lengthen up through the crown of the head, and you're resting your chin on an imaginary ball, and you want your feet parallel. So we first start by relaxing the feet and then drawing the toes in, so that you activate the arches of the foot, and relax around the jaw, lengthen through the body, and just gently breathe in and out. Relax around the jaw. Make sure you've got lots of lovely room, nice space in the body. We're just gently breathing in and out. Softly looking forwards and gazing behind and above. And just notice the breath as it goes in and it goes out. And then we'll go do this. So we just really floppify your arms, and we're turning the waist, and you also really want to let go in the back. I'll just show you. You want to let go round here. Yeah, I've got the music on today. Put some music on. So relax around the jaw as well. And you want to be aware of what you want to notice, what you're seeing, and notice what you are hearing. And we're all breathing. So all of last week's classes are now up on the YouTube channel. Do check them out. I'm hopefully hooking up with Julie Gabriel at some point, and I'll see what her availability is like on a Friday, because it would be nice if she could come and show us proper kicks on a Friday. That would be great on Zoom. We're going to be on Zoom for a very long time, I think. Looks like if London and Essex have gone to tier 3, we'll probably be next, just to be safe. So Zoom is a really good way of exercising without worrying about, you know, spreading things around or catching things. So it's actually very good. And we'll just breathe. So nice and relaxed in the arms. So we're sinking our hips. We're nice and loose, and we're working on things that are fundamental and useful for form work. We're just sinking down, and then we go up. Hey. So. One more each side. Lovely. Okay, we'll do more loosening, and then what we're going to do is we're going to really work on feet and balance today, and it's probably going to take up most of the class, and we might not. What we'll do is I'll pick. If we get time, we're going to practice step back and repulse the monkey as a health exercise and as a footwork exercise. So very useful, step back and repulse the monkey for moving through pandemics. Very good. Okay, so we're just going to carry on with the loosening for now, but before we do that, let's check our posture. So we've got a good, if I show it from the back, so I've got this, when you're standing, you want to practice, when you're practicing this at home, really standing still. She says, moving her hands as she speaks. Really standing still and just being comfortable being still. So, one thing I noticed is I was at a meditation day retreat, and I was sitting still and standing still and doing the mindful walking. And your mind can kind of start going round and round and round and blah. That's okay. Just let it do its thing while you're being still. So you want to just, yeah. It's quite a useful trick. Yeah. Now we'll do our best. But the standing still thing's quite fun for me, because I can be standing still in the kitchen thinking of things, and then one of my housemates will come in, and because I'm standing so still, they don't notice me, and then they do and go, "Wah!" And that's actually quite fun for me, laughing at them when I've surprised them. So there you go. So ways of, and then it's a good way of being there but not being noticed. If you just stand still and nice and relaxed without moving, people won't notice you, and then you can say something and they'll jump. Try it out. If you're bored at Christmas. So. And while I'm bouncing, what I'm doing is I'm feeling the springs in my body, I'm feeling the connections in my body, and I'm lengthening through the spine. So you want to be the tallest person in your room. The other week I worked out, actually I am currently the tallest person in my room because I'm the only one here, but that's okay. Just think you're taller. Just be own your space. And we just do this. Very good. So we're doing the, just let the arms drop. And we're all breathing. Fabulous. That's. And then turn the palms up, open the chest so you feel almost like one arm's going in that direction and the other arm's going the other direction. And feel the springs in your feet as well. Softly gazing forwards, listening behind and above. And change. So, one thing Alison Warlow said is Tai Chi shouldn't be something else you're getting stressed about. So, just use being in Tai Chi as a way of relaxing through whatever it is that is happening. So the day, so I spent a whole day with Corella and Everca Scuba on Saturday, and then I spent a whole day with Jake Dartington doing meditating, and I also saw Ever this morning. So it's all quite, but it doesn't stop you feeling things like, you know, upset or angry or whatever, but what it does do is when those emotions and feelings come up, you can move through them easier, and it's just normal really. So I did a whole day on dealing with emotions. It was keep breathing. So that's really good. Everyone's looking very relaxed. Nice. Okay, now we'll just do this. So yeah, one thing I learnt from Sunday, and I've made loads of notes, so I might consult them, is the importance of feeling fully present and aware of what's going on, and having a practice does help. Okay, relax your palms of your hands. Well, that's it. Now, you really want to let go in those shoulders as well. And you're tall through your spine. Remember, you're very, very tall. Like a big giant. So on Saturday, Carol was saying we're like kind of big heavy bears, but the size of ants. So we've still got the same amount of power. But I didn't really understand what he was talking about. I'm going to have to look at my notes again. But I was like, right, what? Yeah, my brain kind of melted a bit on Saturday. So I can't tell you much about what we did, really. It's just, I'm like, oh my God. Good job I spent a whole day dealing with my emotions the next day after. Very good. But how you imagine something and the image you use does change the physical manifestation of what we're doing. There we go. That's it. Right, okay, now we're gonna do this one. So we're just gonna swing forwards and back. Now really let go. You can even just place your hand on your shoulder and think relaxing thoughts around your shoulder. And then so your other arm don't get left out. You can and then we're doing this, and we're breathing and relaxing, and it's all good. So the other thing that Jake got us to do is that you can place your hand. So if you're feeling a bit, this is a useful bit of emotion first aid. If you're feeling a little bit sad or annoyed or something, you can place your hand on your heart or place your hand on your tummy, Or you can, he got this thing where he actually got us to hold our hand against our arms and give ourselves a bit of a hug. So it feels quite nice. You know, I was like, oh, that's good. And it's very simple, but it will help you calm down a bit. Very useful. As this does as well, but I just thought I'd better share. But by bringing awareness to your body, so if you can feel that your shoulder's not quite as relaxed as you like it to be, just put your hand there and think warm and kind thoughts. So you want to be kind to yourself as well. So there we are. Very good. Okay, right, now we're going to do the turns and do wobbling. And we're sinking and opening the lower back. Okay, little shake out. Right, bow and arrow stance. So again, we're starting from a very good Wu Chi, and then we're sinking forwards and back. So gently draw the toes in, very good. And we're tall through the spine. That's it. Sink the hips and then sink back, turn, sink forward, turn, sink back, turn, sink forward, turn. So we've got this smooth. You want to get nice and smooth. And we've got our sleepy tiger eyes. And we're all breathing. Fab. Okay, try that the other side. So we'll do the forward and back, and then we'll do it with the turn, and then we'll add the and that one as well. But we'll just start nice and slow first. So you want to set your posture up first. Get your feet correct. Get that sinking. Get that rising. Forward and back first. Gently draw the toes in so that you're holding the ground with the feet. Knees nice and relaxed. Sink back and turn. Sink forward and turn. And we're all breathing. Okay, now we're going to do 2 turns. I'll have to move that way a bit. 2 turns per leg. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, So again, we're focusing on feet and balance, because then I've noticed if I do these exercises that I've learnt off of Eva, when I do the standing on one leg in the form, it's less wobbly, and I think that'll be and that's useful for me, so I think it'll be useful for everybody. But you want to feel the weight transfer from foot to foot. So you're transferring the weight, and now we're going forwards and back. Okay, now have a little shake out. We're going to do those two exercises with the other foot forwards. So place the foot, be very careful and deliberate where your foot goes. And then we're going to do this. And we're breathing. Oh. And then forwards and back. So you're feeling the weight transfer. Keep breathing, fabulous. Okay, and then we're gonna step in and out. So you bring your right foot in and your right foot out. So look forward, listen behind, lengthen through the spine, and remember you're feeling the contact with the feet. Okay, now you bring your left foot in and your left foot out. So we're all breathing. Oh, and shake out. Please excuse me. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. We're doing very, yeah, just take it, just shake out. Just take it easy. Feel free to watch if you're not. Yeah. So we're looking at feet today anyway. So hopefully that'll be all right on arms. So I've recently learned some movements with Eva that work the feet and also work balance. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm just going to flip the lid down a bit, and we're taking it easy today, and then also next week is the very last one of the whole year. So to celebrate, I'm going to try and find a silly hat to wear. And maybe a bit of, I've got a Merry Christmas thing, I'll put that on as well. You don't have to wear a silly hat if you don't want to, but I just thought it might be a bit fun. Yeah, let's have a quick water break, an early water break. We'll have another one, and then we're going to look at Eva's character building foot exercises. Fabulous. So yeah, I saw her this morning. She teaches a half-hour class on a Monday morning, but she's actually going to make it a full hour, which I'm really pleased about. But obviously I won't be able to go for the full hour because I teach at 11, but it's fine. So we'll start with the one we already know, where, hang on, let me just roll these up so you can see my knees in relation to my toes. So you want to draw those in, you want to sink the hips down and breathe, and then we're just going forwards and back. And you're aiming the weight to settle just behind the ball of each foot. The middle of the ball of the foot, or the middle of the heel. So it travels from behind the ball of each foot, then forwards a bit to where the ball of the foot and toes meet, and then it goes to the front of the heel, and then somewhere between the middle of the heel and the back of the heel. So you choose a spot somewhere between the middle of the heel and the back of the heel to allow your weight to settle through, and then you also choose a spot crossing just behind crossing the bubbling well point to somewhere between the middle of the ball of the foot and where the toes start, and then keep it consistent. And we're lengthening through the spine. So we've got our helium balloon, or a floaty balloon. I guess we can't use helium anymore because of the planet, but relax the shoulders and breathe and lengthen and soften. And then sink down, and just behind the ball of each foot. And then we're just going to transfer our weight. So this is where you want to make sure that your hips are level and your shoulders are level. And you can check that quite easily by looking at your picture in the Zoom, because then that will tell you if you're right or not, you see. And we're relaxing around the jaw as well. And we're all breathing. Keep breathing. Great. Okay, go round in a circle. So while you're doing this, be aware of what you feel beneath your feet. the hips, lengthen through the spine. And then go in the other direction. Sink the hips, lengthen through the spine, relax the shoulders, relax the elbows and the wrists, relax the hips, knees, ankles. So I've got some ankle exercises because we will be needing them in good working order. And we're also relaxing around our jaw. At some point we might get round to doing 24 step. Probably not till Friday, but yeah, we got the rest of the. Keep breathing though, very good. Okay, now figure 8. And again, tall through the body. You're owning your space and you're feeling comfortable. So there's this like quiet, soft confidence and quiet assertiveness. So that's where the sleepy tiger eyes come in handy. So we got all that. That's it. Nice and relaxed, nice and easy, no problem. And then the other way around. So you might find that you're standing more confidently. People will start asking you directions and that. Okay, have a little shake out. So let's just warm the foot up. So what we're going to do, we're going to just raise up on the heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, one load of toes and one heel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then with the arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you can't work it out now, watch the video. I will show you from the. So if I do it in slow-mo, see, simples. What could be easier? So I learnt that one from Laura Stone, who does Feldenkrais and Tai Chi, but she's actually a classical concert piano player. Very, very good. Okay, so now transfer your weight and just be in cat stance. And we're going to just raise the heel, show you from that. We're just going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Round. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Round in the circle. Now circle inwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side. So we go in cat stance. We lift the heel up and down 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is for ankle mobility and flexibility. Then we go an outward circle with the knee to get the hip, knee, ankle and foot all working together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And then the other way round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fabulous. And then we go on the toes again, and you just move your heel. 1, 2, 3, like you're stubbing out a cigarette, but you're really turning the heel. I've lost count. so let's do 2 more. Right, now we're on the heel and we're going to just turn the foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're just turning that foot and right to the hip. 6, 7, 8. Okay, now we do the other side. So we start just by moving the heel to, I'm not very good at this one, but it was something like this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, then put your toe on heel on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, then circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So hips level, shoulders level, sink, bend that knee, put the foot out, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Right, so chicken walking. Or chicken step. So what you do, I'll show you from the diagonal. She transfers her weight, and then you just float your foot on the toes, and then if you want you can lift the foot off the floor so the toes hang down. So this is method 1 of chicken step. Then you go heel, toe, then you transfer the weight, and then the foot sort of drags in behind and you rest it, and then you hang the foot. It can be here, it can be here, but you're hanging the foot and the toes point down. Heel, toe, transfer the weight. I'll show it from the side so my feet don't go out of shot. So you just stand there, heel, toe. So we're basically standing on one leg. So I have seen chickens do things like that, where they'll tuck one of their feet under their and then just stand on one leg for some weird reason. So we'll do another one going forward. So chicken step. So it's obviously a very wise and relaxed chicken. Maybe it's living at a vegan place or something, but it's very, very, very unhurried. And heel, toe. So you want to really feel the ground under your feet. This is really useful for when we do all the standing on, because we were looking at standing on one leg, we were looking at golden cockerel stands on left and right leg, we were looking at kick with left leg, kick with right leg, and the good thing about these sorts of moves is they take all the arm movements out, and you are really just focusing on the feet and the legs. We're nice and tall. So imagine you're a giant chicken, a giant tough and relaxed chicken. There we go. So that is method 1. And then for some reason you can also be a backwards chicken. We can walk backwards as well. Try some walking backwards. This will really murder your legs. Very good. You'll be thanking me for this in the morning when you wake up and you can feel your legs. All wonderful. There we go. Backwards walking chicken. Very nice. Okay. Method 2, because I did, I said I'd find out if this was, you know, the stepping. Method 2, this time when you float your leg, your foot is parallel. If I show around, your foot is parallel, floating parallel. And then you put your heel down. So that's the only difference. So method 2, put your foot parallel, sink, and then heel toe, and then transfer your weight. So this might be one of the reasons why the chicken crossed the road. It was practicing its chicken step. There we go. So you want to be contemplative and a bit, feel very unflustered. Okay, now for fun, let's try going backward. Oh gosh, that's tricky, isn't it? So we have the foot flat. Now you go toe, then heel to go backwards. Whoa. Oh, my chicken's a bit wobbly. Oh well. See? You know, so if you're in the supermarket, you can do this. Do your... Very good. Okay, right, next. Cat stepping. Now this one's similar to chicken stepping, except this time you raise your knee and then you put your cat paw down, heel toe. So you raise the knee and think graceful feline movement. Fabulous. Okay, now we're going to walk backwards. So remember, when you're walking forwards, you put the heel down first. When you're walking backwards, you put the toe down. So this is useful when we do brush knee and twist. This is where we can use that raising the knee. And also those of you that come to my Tai Chi fitness class, you raise the knee to chamber before you do your kicks. And there we go. Let's try walking forward again like a cat. Walking forward like a cat. And then we'll do the next one. So you wait for the contact with the foot and the ground, then you transfer your weight. Nice. Okay, the next one was the tiger walking, where you just go on the ball of your foot and then just go for a walk. This one I find very strange. I just think it looks a bit weird, but there you go. Eva told me to do it, so I do it. And you can go faster. You can even run if you want, but we won't. Or you can go really slowly. So, marvellous. Right, that's enough of that. Sidestepping, donkey kick. Standing on one, yeah, we'll do the monkey king and we'll do donkey kick first, and then we'll do the white crane, not white crane, what did she call it? I think it was a goose. Yeah, wild goose spreads wings. Wild goose spreads wings. We'll do that after because that's a useful leg exercise. The donkey kick, you transfer the weight and just lift the leg up and then put the leg down, transfer the weight, lift the heel up. So obviously this donkey's quite relaxed as well. It's just... So you want to lengthen through the spine, you want to sink the hips, you want to lengthen through the head. And we're breathing. There we go. Fabulous. So that was the donkey kick. Right, side step, and then we'll do wild goose. So the side step is very useful when we're doing wave hands like clouds. I'll go this way first. So you transfer the weight, bring the foot in, transfer the weight, step the foot out, heel, toe. So Eva was quite insistent when you're going slow to go heel then toe. And we'll go in the other direction. Step in, transfer, step out. So we're doing side step. Feel that you've got lots of room in your shoulders. And then just to kind of practice, let's do a bit of wave hands like clouds while we're sidestepping, just to put it into context actually, otherwise we won't have done anything for the whole class except footwork. So we're doing it. And we're going nice and slow. That's it. So we're doing the wave hands like clouds with the stepping. Do check out the videos. So you keep the hips sunk, step in, heel toe. In fact, you can even exaggerate the leg by raising your heel, raising your knee, and then running out of room, we'll go in the other direction. So you can kind of exaggerate it if you want. It's a bit trickier then. Or you can just keep them down, which is what we would do normally. So hopefully that's helping you at wave hands like clouds. So it's quite a tricky one, wave hands like clouds. Okay, have a little shake out. Let's have a look at wild goose spreads its wings. I better lift the laptop lid up a bit. There we are. Great. So you, hang on, let me just read this. Lift arms, step back, weight forward, toes on floor or off. Lift arms, step back, weight forward, toes on floor or off. Wild goose spreads its wings. Wild goose spreads its wings. Left first. Oh, you move your left foot first. Okay. So I'm going to move my right foot so you can move your left foot. So you lift the arms, you step back with your left foot. So your most of your weight's forward, and then if you want you can raise it into the donkey kick. And then we'll go in the other direction. So lift the arms, step back, toes down and raise the foot. And then bring yourself back. So it's a slightly different way of doing wild goose. Raise arms, step back and lift and then come back. Raise arms, step back with the other foot. I'll show it from the side, it might be easier to see. So I raise up, I transfer my weight, I step a foot back and then I raise my hand. So I'm standing on one leg. Whoops. Lift arms, then you move back. Sorry, I got my order wrong. Nice and tall. Raise arms. And their arms slightly up and forward and pushing out. Step back, lift the foot. And then you come back. So there's a slight coming forward. There we are. So that's wild goose spreads its wings. Then we've got, yeah, we'll do the Monkey King one next. That's a really good one. Yeah, I'll move this down because my feet went out of shot. So it's a Monkey King takes a seat. So I'll show you that from the, actually I'll show you that from the diagonal view. So I'm folding here, my hips are sinking behind and I'm keeping a lengthened feeling. So you wanna, if I use this plank of wood, I'm keeping my back straight, you see. I'm not bending my back, I'm keeping my back straight. So you don't want to bend the back, you want to keep it lengthened. You're lengthening along the spine. So like when you, like if you're skiing, so you like this and then you come back up again, and as you go down you like this with the arms, and then you come back up again, and from the front it looks like this. And I'm slightly looking forwards. I'm looking forward, so I'm lengthening through the crown of the head. So when you stand up again, you know, if you were the Monkey King, you'd be surveying your kingdom. So you'd be looking at across, you'd probably be in a big palace somewhere, and there'd be this beautiful, you know, valley and all loveliness. So I assume he's sitting on his throne. So Monkey King takes a seat, and then you come back up again. So you want to feel kind of regal when you're doing this, yeah? So you want to make the movement soft, smooth and slow, and it really strengthens your legs. Okay, one more time. So eventually you can squat all the way down if you want. If you want to, I'll show you the full version. So this is what I was doing this morning. I was going all the way down and back up again. But it's pretty full on. Try a couple, you know, you've got to really watch your knees on that. So you're probably best off getting the basic movement. That's still going to work your legs, even if you just do it up high. That's still going to work your legs. And it works your arms a bit as well. So that was the Monkey King. Right. Final balance exercise. What you do is we're going to stand on one leg, and now you can have it like that or parallel, probably have it hanging down, and we're going to hold it for 1 minute. So I'm going to do it like this so I can look at the clock. Okay, so prepare, transfer your weight and begin. Seconds. Fifteen seconds to go. 5 seconds. And then rest. Now that leg you've been standing on, give it a good old shake. Give both legs a shake. Right, now we're going to do the other foot. So prepare, so transfer the weight, get yourself in a cat stance, and then begin. Seconds. "45 seconds. Five, four, three, two, 1, and rest, and shake that out. So that's the standing on one leg exercise. The other one you can do is you can stand on one leg and at the same time slowly turn your head from left to right. So we're just going to give that a go, and really slow head turn. And just notice what's going on. So you want to keep the rest of your body relatively still. The foot's floating on the floor. Okay, now let's try it on the other foot and gently turn your head. So get yourself nice and relaxed. Just raise the foot off the floor. Settle so your hips are level, your shoulders are level, and then we're looking. But all through the body. It's a useful exercise, isn't it? You can. So eventually, just for fun, without the head turn, try standing on one leg with your eyes shut, just for fun. See how you get on. You'll notice the wobble has increased a lot, and then try it for fun with a head turn and you find you're falling over. It's great. So just try a few. And then try it the other side. So you have your foot in the air and you close your eyes, and then you try it with a head turn, and immediately you start wobbling all over the shop. Isn't that amazing? So it shows you how important the eyes are for balance, but it's probably worth practicing. You can always go into cat stance and do your head turn, and then gradually, I'm sure if you practiced with your eyes shut, your balance would be super duper. So this is a good way of getting the balance. Okay, wow, that was epic. Let's have another short water break, and then what we're going to have a look at is step back and repulse the monkey. We'll let all those balance exercises work over a week before we revisit kicking with right leg, kicking with left leg, and golden cockerel. I think just to kind of give Eva's exercises a chance to work. The loosening exercises, just to kind of, so the one, Master Chung's one, you can actually do either in cat stance or in that leg floating. Actually, let's do that now. So go into cat stance and do Master Chung's loosening exercise, and then try it for fun with your foot off of the floor. It doesn't have to be really high off the floor, and you'll notice the wobbles. But it will help your proprioception and your kinesthetic aware. Oh God, fell over. Try it the other side. So, whoops. Cat stance first, and then floating. So, very useful. One thing Morgan Alexander can do, she can do loads of these kicks, boom, 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 one after the other. She can do about 20, and she's not even leaning against the wall. She's just bang, 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 bang. And so being able to stand on one leg, those of you that come to my Tai Chi fitness class, then you'll be able to go low, medium, high, without having to lean against the wall. And you have brilliant balance and be able to, you know, woohoo. So very good. Repulse the monkey. So, because I spent the whole day learning about emotions, I'll see if there was anything useful I wrote down actually. Oh my goodness. That was my Oh, you'll like this actually. Yeah, pulling down with fists. Sorry, I've just realised there's this new move I learnt. So you're like this, and you go. So it's like you're pulling something down. It's good, isn't it? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, and then we'll do 10 the other. So imagine you pull something towards you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it comes down 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it kind of, the way they described it, yeah, we just do 10 because it's quite strong, is that you imagine you've like banged your fists on the table in a bit of a temper. And I don't know if you've seen that Heaven 17 song, Temptation. I'm sure I didn't know he did Tai Chi. So, I don't know the name of it. Pulling down with fists. Silence and simplicity. Ethics, silence and simplicity. Oh, and then the other thing he said is you want to have your to-do list as inhale and exhale. That is your to-do list. I thought that's nice. So yeah, it was practical ways of dealing with difficult emotions. So that's where step back and repulse the monkey came to mind. So let's we'll just go like this. 1, 2, 3. So you want the movements to be clear. Show you from the side. 1, palms up. 2, bring the hand to the head. 3. So the pull down actually, it's actually similar in a way of this. When we did the fists. Boom, 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 hum. It's not quite as dramatic, but it's got that feel, that kind of pulling towards you. If you did grab with that, that would be a pull, this hand. So when you do, if you have a look at the hand that's coming down, think of this as a pull, and there's that as a, yeah, good, and that as a push. I'll keep with the diagonal actually. Like this. So this is like, actually, like that exercise. But we've turned our waist. 1, 2, 3. So by being clear about what you're doing and being correct, that will kind of help. It's one thing Jake was saying was like you're making a container for your emotions. So step back and repulse the monkey is you're using your yi, your intent mind, to contain and harmonise with your shen, your heart mind, your emotions. So it's actually quite relevant. Especially, and the other thing was he was using the term in the midst of, which is something that Christina Feldman coined. In the midst of, I can still breathe. In the midst of whatever's going on, I can still relax. So it's not pretending that we're not right bang in the middle of a pandemic and we're all about to go to tier 3 and all that. We can still relax, even though that is happening. You know. Step back and repulse the monkey. It's all... So, you know. Pandemic's a monkey and we're stepping back and repulsing it. There you go. That's my philosophy for the day. So we're just, and now pulling down as you push. Pulling down as you push out. So these balance each other. These are like counterbalances. And just relax. So another example, a really good example of step back and repulse the monkey I saw in real life was there was this. I was in the train, and it was well crowded. There was like business people everywhere, and it was all people all standing along the aisles, and the windows were open, but it smelt bad because there were so many people in the train. And there was a little, I think she must have been something between 15 months old and 2, bright red, squalling, upset child. And what happened was every time, and she was rolling around on the floor and the little fists were going and her feet were kicking out and like this, with it, like we were doing there. She was kind of doing, so she was doing some Tai Chi as well. And then the mum, she'd pick up the child and she'd place the child on her lap. She wasn't angry with her. She very kindly, and she was patting her, going, there, it's okay. We'll be out the train soon. It's just a bit crowded and a bit hot. Just calm down. It's okay. You know, I know you're upset, blah, blah. Really, really good. And then she'd calm a little, and then she'd go, meh, slide down the mum's leg and end up on the floor going, meh. And then the mum just kept doing it, kept bringing her back, calming her down. Child went on the floor, and then it was maybe 4 or 5 times, maybe a little more, but she was very, very determined. The mum was very, very calm the whole time, and also very kind to this small person that was obviously upset, you know, of course. I mean, I wanted to do that. In fact, we all did, really. We all wanted to lie on the floor on the train and have a bit of a tantrum and then feel better afterwards. But obviously we're all grown ups, we can't do that. But you can when you're 2. Great. So, and she kept picking it up, and then eventually the child settled and actually went to sleep. And I thought, rock on, that was great. But that's the kind of idea. So when you're doing step back and repulse the monkey, I'll just show you. Whatever's going on, you are calm and in control. So it's actually quite an empowering, potentially empowering movement. So, yeah, I'll just, yeah. So we're going to try it out with the, I'll leave that one. I'll put it back on the nightingale, actually. I quite fancy the nightingale. Yeah. Yeah, my friend Nick, he does field recordings of birds and goes out taking pictures of them. And he sent me a nightingale on the email. It was lovely. So if we go to play the peeper, and then we're just going to do step back and repulse the monkey. 1, 2, step 3, 4. So there's almost, yeah, there's this sort of gentle implacability about what you're doing as well. You are unstoppable as well as calm and controlled. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely. Right, let's just keep doing it. So we'll do step back and repulse the monkeys. So we've done the monkey king. Now we're repulsing the monkey. A lot of monkeys. So, yeah, if you like animals, Tai Chi's a great, you know, it's very nice for people that like animals. So you've got this calm and in control. And we're just going to just keep going. Just keep going. Step back and repulse the monkey. So as the hand pushes forward, the other hand pulls back. And you want to get your weight correct as well. So you want to get your weight moving. So yeah, my friend Nick, he spent 3 years getting and would stay in this place from dusk right until the dawn chorus, and he recorded nightingales for like 4 or 5 months a year for 3 years, and would be out there every single day with his equipment. And I really want to buy the CD off him. He's got a whole CD of an hour of nightingales singing. Beautiful. So you can use the natural sounds you can hear to help you to stay calm and to stay focused. So we're practicing our focus. There we go. Fabulous. Very nice. Step back and repulse the monkey. So so it's like if someone was going to grab your hand, you'd pull them into your other hand. So it's like a it's quite good. Let's do another line of step back and repulse the monkey, and then we'll have a look at the just so we can have done a bit of form. We'll look at the first half. We'll do the first half of the 24 step. I think that would be quite a nice thing to do, and but let's do a bit more on step back and repulse the monkey. But before we do that, we'll look at Part the Wild Horse's main health exercise, because we were looking at that the other week. Yeah, I think our monkey's okay now. So this calm, relaxed, implacable, like, you imagine if you were doing, if you're doing step back and repulse the monkey, there might be a big gale blowing, there might be snow being thrown at you, maybe some tomatoes or whatever, and you're just doing it because you ain't, it's like, in that comedy show, I Ain't Bothered. You ain't bothered. You're focused, you're doing your step back and repulse the monkey. There we are. Huh. Yeah. Total focus. I mean, you're not unaware of what's going on around, and whatever emotional turmoil's going on, it's just, yeah, it's there, okay, I can deal, I'm fine. It's that kind of thing. So it's not pretending there's nothing going on, but you're just dealing with it. Yeah, one thing Jake said, because we were doing a sound meditation and noticing the sounds you can hear, and he was saying, you can't not be practical either. So, if the fire alarm goes off, you don't go, oh, interesting, sound, that's nice. No, you go and check out, make sure your house isn't on fire, then you come back to your, but you can still keep that calm intent. So, again, part of the wild horse's main health exercise, so we're just going to do this. We're going to be nice and relaxed. See how it's going today. So, mindful movements. keep breathing as well. That's lovely. You'll look very good. Very good. Nice and relaxed. That's it. So if you're doing a variation, that's fine. Just make it look relaxed. Just relax more. Because, you know, sink the hips, sink the shoulders, soft, smooth and slow. Okay, shake out. Right, let's go through the first half of the form. So we do the single whip, wave hands like clouds, because we did wave hands like clouds, and then the second, we'll finish on the second single whip, just to make sure it's not, you know, falling off. My white crane might get, yeah, my white crane will, never mind. You all know what you're doing, so. Breathe in and out, sink the hips. Good, solid stance. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. And begin. Soft, smooth and slow. We sink down. Now you transfer your weight. Turn on the heel. Push out. Gather under and hold the ball. Step. Part the wild horse's mane. So remember, you're keeping calm, focused, connected. Side step. Grasp the sparrow's tail. White crane spreads its wings. I'm going to have to go back a bit so I've got enough room. 20% of the front foot, and then you hold the ball. So hold the Christmas pudding by your hip. I like to keep it topical. Brush knee and push. Brush knee. So that's where the cat walking comes in quite useful. The cat stepping. Brush knee, heel toe, push, then spear hand, cut down, cat stance, raise the knee, play the peeper. I'll come forwards a bit so I've got enough room to step back 4 times. Step back and repulse the monkey. 1, 2, 3, 4. So remember, you are undisturbable. Forwards a bit so I've got more room. 1 more time. Lovely. And then you sink forward to hold the ball. Step. Inspect the horse's mouth. Roll back. Ward off. Double-handed push. Sink back and turn. Push out. Gather under and hold the ball. Lovely. Inspect the horse's mouth. Roll back. Ward off. Double-handed push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single whip. Wave hands like clouds. Right, I'll go that way a bit. 2. Third time, so you step out with the left foot 3 times and then you go into single whip. So problem with teeny tiny rooms. There you go. Right, nice. So at least we got to do some Tai Chi finally, but You know, we've got all these lovely things, and the stepping and the balance. So then hopefully next week we will return to these exercises and these exercises, and see if we've got them a bit less wibbly wobbly, you know, more solid. So yeah, do have fun with those exercises. Let's do this one. So you just breathe in, breathe out. Stroking the back, let's do one more. And then embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. One more time. Right, we're going to look hopefully a bit younger now. Rub the hands together, polishing the face. Rub the hands together again and give the lower back a rub. Check your posture, just breathe in and out. Feel the spine lengthen, feel the hips sink, shoulders sink, muscles soft. So think of the muscles sinking and soft, and the supporting bones rising and holding you up. And then one more, embrace the tiger. Return to the mountain. And make a fist with the right hand. Left hand over the top. Bring your feet together and bow. Just stand for a moment. Just really feel your posture, and that you're solid and very, you know, strong but relaxed. Good, Wu Chi. Yeah, nice.